Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is José Bédard, and I have the honor of being your RVDA of Canada Board Chair. As we begin to emerge from the pandemic, we have once again determined that the safest way to gather for a special event is through a Zoom session. Let's hope that we will soon be able to gather face-to-face for these special industry occasions. Today, we invite our RVDA members, colleagues, and friends to join us for the official presentation of the 2021 Canadian RV Dealer of the Year Award. It is wonderful to be here with you today as we honor the nominees for 2021 Canadian RV Dealer of the Year and reveal the winner of the award. Established in 1989 and sponsored each year by Camping Canada, RV Lifestyle Magazine, and RV Dealer News, the Canadian Dealer of the Year Award has been supervised since 1990 by the RVDA of Canada. Please welcome Melanie Taylor and Norm Rosen of RV Lifestyle Magazine and Dealer News to make the award presentation.
Thank you, José. Merci bien. Ladies and gentlemen, we begin this very special ceremony with a tribute to George Goodrich, our 2016 Canadian RV Dealer of the Year, who passed away February 24, 2021, at just 54 years of age. George is well known throughout the RV industry as the president and owner-operator of Adventure Sports RV in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. He served with enthusiasm on the RVDA of Canada board from 2008 to 2017 and earned great respect throughout the industry for his energy and tireless efforts. Please visit the RV Dealer News website for a special tribute to George Goodrich. And now for the business of the day. I'd like to invite Melanie Taylor from RV Lifestyle Magazine and RV Dealer News to begin the presentation of the 32nd Annual Canadian RV Dealer of the Year Award. Melanie, over to you.
Thanks, Norm. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Bonjour, mesdames et messieurs. I am delighted to join you today to present the 32nd Annual Canadian RV Dealer of the Year Award. This award was created in honor of Walt Paseska, whose energy and dedication played a key role in the development of the RVDA of Canada and the various provincial and regional RVDA chapters from across Canada. The award is presented each year to a Canadian RV dealer in recognition of significant long-term commitment and dedication to the RV lifestyle, the RVDA movement, and the community at large. The criteria for nomination for this prestigious award are based on consumer and peer reviews, the roles played by the nominees to promote the RV lifestyle and the betterment of the community and the RV industry as a whole, not on the sales volume or the size of the dealership. We look for significant long-term contributions by a dealer principal to the RVDA movement, the RV community, and the community at large. Since 1989, more than 125 dealers have been nominated for the award. These nominees have all demonstrated great leadership, compassion, generosity, and commitment to the industry at large. Our nominees represent the leaders of the Canadian RV dealer community. As you can see, the Canadian RV Dealers of the Year include many of the leaders in the industry. Candidates for the Canadian RV Dealer of the Year Award are nominated by their RVDA chapters. This year, we expanded the range of eligible nominators to include companies directly involved with the Canadian RV industry. The selection committee is comprised of 5 recent award recipients, along with a representative from RV Lifestyle Magazine. The nomination process and voting procedures are overseen by RVDA of Canada. Your selection committee for the 2021 award includes Sam Parks, Jason Bell, Jim Gorey and Kevin Betzold, Bruce Marsh, Al Robinson, and myself, working under the supervision of Eleanor Ham. Your nominees for the 2021 Canadian RV Dealer of the Year are as follows. Chardell Bryden, Jerry's RV Trailer Sales and Service, New Minas, Nova Scotia. For years, Chardell Bryden has been a keen volunteer with the Atlantic RVDA, having served on the numerous committees, including training and show committees. While not on the Atlantic RVDA Board of Directors, she's a regular participant and contributor in those meetings. In 2019, she joined the National Education and HR Committee and is the current chair. With a strong passion in professionalizing the industry, she has been involved in numerous training initiatives, including the Troubleshooter Clinic and Skills Canada National Competition. Wow. Jerry's RV was incorporated in 1987 by Jerry Weir, Chardell's father. Chardell has been involved in the business since the outset and has been the operating dealer principal since 1993. Chardell is actively involved in her community through supporting the Annapolis Valley Ridge Runners, which maintains over 600 kilometers of groomed trails. With keen interest in environmental conservation, Chardell is a long-term supporter of Ducks Unlimited, a not-for-profit organization dedicated to the conservation of wetlands and associated upland habitats for waterfowl, other wildlife, and people. Jason Friesen, Voyager RV Center, Winfield, BC. Jason joined Voyager RV's management team as a leader in 2003 and has been the acting dealer principal since 2004 when his father Rod retired. In 2009, Jason became the vice president of Voyager RV and immediately set the new direction of the dealership to match his vision. He continued to drive the Friesen family mission of creating the best customer experience in the RV industry, even throughout the tough times of the recession. The unwavering message and direction from Jason led to a quick recovery. By continuing to embrace the advances in technology and innovations in the RV industry, Voyager RV has gained market share to become the largest RV dealer in the BC interior, despite being located in a town with a population of just 15,000. Over the past 2 years, Jason Friesen started the Voyager Cares initiative, where Voyager staff were given a list of 25 local charities to vote on, with the top 7 charities chosen to receive a share of $100,000 in donations from Voyager RV. Wow. Team Voyager kept giving right through the COVID-19 shutdown until they reached their goal and donated an amazing $103,635 to local charities. Andy Thompson, Can-Am RV Center, London, Ontario. Andy is the 2021 Ontario RV Dealer of the Year. Can-Am has been in business for 51 years and at the same location, with several expansions over the years to provide the best possible customer experience. Andy started working part-time from day one at just 11 years old. On a national level, Andy has served on the RVDA of Canada board for many years and has been a chairman of the board of Go RV in Canada. He has also served on the Ontario RVDA board of directors for many years on the government relations and show committees. He is a popular seminar speaker at RV shows throughout Canada. Among the many community projects that Andy has supported over the years, his recent efforts to provide free trailer rentals for frontline workers was most noteworthy, drawing international recognition and inspiring a wave of very positive reactions that elevated the image of the RV industry in general. The 3 nominees have been profiled in the latest issue of RV Dealer News, which is available in print and online at www.rvldealernews.com. All of the nominees have demonstrated remarkable achievements in their careers. Each of them, in their own right, is worthy of this prestigious award.
Pay for him? Yeah.
However, there can only be one Canadian RV Dealer of the Year for 2021.
Shows I'll call and ask for you. Okay, sweet. Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
We are proud to present the 32nd Annual Canadian RV Dealer of the Year Award to Andy Thompson, Can-Am RV, London, Ontario. It's been our tradition for the Canadian RV Dealer of the Year award to be presented by a previous winner. I would like to invite Al Robinson to step into Andy's office to make the presentation.
He's probably got the door locked.
Has he? Lock your door, Andy.
Lock him out. The man locks me out. Holy smokes.
So he's been tucked away somewhere, Andy.
Congratulations, sir.
Well,
Long
thank you,
overdue.
Thank you very much, Al. Here.
Oh, he's muted.
You're on mute, Andy.
Can we unmute Andy?
Unmute. Yeah, there
There
we
you go. Great. Congratulations.
There we go. Well, that I thought when you said he was going to present my office, you meant virtually. I would have cleaned my office up a lot more if I known he was.
And Andy had locked the door to keep me out. Andy?
Oh, thank you.
Long overdue, my friend.
Well, thank you, Al. I really appreciate
I'll let
that.
you
That's terrific.
make your speech.
Oh,
Excellent.
well, I'll make it. I'll keep it short and sweet. Oh,
Congratulations.
well, that was a surprise. Well, this is indeed an honor. You know, I actually knew Walt Paseska fairly well because every time he would come down to Strathroy to pick up a golden falcon, he would come to our house for dinner with my father, and I still often lived at home at those times, especially when Mom was cooking. So it's quite an honor to receive the award. I'm not sure I'm any more deserving than Chardell or Jason. I'm just old enough not to have another shot at it, I think. So, you know, and it's you know, it's something to do this in the backdrop of what's going on in BC. You guys had a really tough year this year with everything. In fact, it was the fire in Lillooet, or not Lillooet, the other town, that made us decide to switch our vehicle fleet to electric. We decided this was time, and I ordered another Tesla that day to be our second one in the fleet, and we'll gradually switch that over. So yeah, and I kind of always have this warm feeling of BC because that's really where RVDAs got going. They were way ahead of the other provinces in getting an RVDA established, and actually helped fund the startup of some of the others, including Ontario, I think, at that time. And so thank you, and thanks to the organizers, and thank you, Al, for putting it in here, or for coming in and surprising me. You know, this is a great industry. It has its frustrations at times, but there's few industries you can work in life that make people as happy as getting an RV. I think we do a lot of positive good for families and couples. It's hard to quantify, but I'm sure it's substantial. And I think partly because an RV is something you want to own and have fun with, not something you have to have. It makes it a more fun purchase. You can have a much nicer atmosphere in an RV dealership than a lot of other businesses have. And we have some great retired customers who come in part-time to help us with walkthroughs. And one was surprised when he got a paycheck. He said, "Oh, this is so much fun. I just assumed it was a volunteer position." But not every industry can be that way. And so not many of us get where we are alone. And being a slow learner, I have too many mentors to list. But I was very fortunate to be on the ORVDA board during the formative years of the Dealers Associations. I spent many hours with some of the pioneers. You know, come to mind as Don Sneed and Dave McKee and Fred Benninger. Dwayne Spader has been obviously a huge help to us. And I also have a great staff who make are the ones who make my next great idea actually work, including my brother, Kirk, who is often the test pilot of some of our more creative combinations. He's likely the only person to tow a 28-foot Airstream over the Dragon's Tail with a Dodge Caravan in an ice storm. If you're ever in London, you got to stop in and see the shuttle truck they built. It's really quite something. My wife Heather's also been more than patient than you can imagine. Next to Kirk, she has likely said, yes, we do tow with that more times than anyone. Not as often as she says, are you coming home? But that's what it is to be married to a bit of a workaholic. And I must thank Airstream as well for their support. In this industry, it's not common to have a 51-year relationship with a single manufacturer. And Pleasure Way we've been with for 25 years, Vista Cruiser and Alto for 15. Grand Design is our newcomer, but we're still several years with them. Also, we would not have survived or grown without our Spader 20 group. If I could give any advice to others, it would be get involved in your association at some level and join a 20 group. We really are much better together. And thanks again, and I will cherish this always. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you. And, okay.
Congratulations, Andy.
Oh, thank you. That's really something.
It's wonderful to see so many of the dealers together.
Yeah. Yeah. It's well, again, maybe I can pass this off next year in person to the recipient with everybody there with a little luck. We'll get there.
With a little luck.
So,
Yeah, and if all of the RVDA chapters across the country will provide nominees for next year, we'll be looking forward to having Andy going somewhere in the country with a glass award in his hands and perhaps barging in on your office next year.
Yeah, I'd be happy to do that.
Yeah. Thank you, Al, for driving from Peterborough to London and for conspiring with us to secretly deliver the award. It is a privilege for RV Lifestyle Magazine and Dealer News to be the founding sponsors of the award, and we congratulate all of the nominees. You are truly examples that are role models for all of the younger dealers to emulate. And a hearty congratulations to our 3 nominees. And it's been wonderful seeing you all on the Zoom meeting this morning.
Oh, thank you, everyone.
thank you very much for participating today. And yes, hopefully next year we will be in person again. But it is great to see everyone in this forum for the time being.